Now I'm going to demonstrate for you correct application of Jamberry nail wraps. I'm demoing the 1, 2, 3 cold application method. Before I get started, let me show you what you need. First, some dish soap. Then you're going to need all of your tools for application and your sheet of wraps. This is a sheet of wraps from Jamberry. The sheets are $15 each, and each sheet is going to do 2 manicures and 2 pedicures. Generally the last 2 on the sheet are enough for 2 pedicures, and then you have enough for 2 manicures between the 2 sides with some extras. We also have a buy 3 get 1 free deal, and the best deal, which is the basic bundle. The basic bundle comes with 4 sheets of wraps, plus you get this little toolkit with all of these tools that you're going to need, and you get this little mini heater. The mini heater is what makes our product special. Jamberry nail wraps are heat activated, so they're vinyl, and when you heat them up, then that adhesive kicks in and sticks to your nails for up to 2 weeks. And it all comes in this cute little bag to keep all of your goodies in. So for the tools that you need for application, you're going to need that white buffing block from your basic bundle, your Jamberry nail file, a wood stick, your scissors, nail clippers if you want to cut any length off of your nails, your cuticle pusher, a nail prep wipe. If you don't have a nail prep wipe, you can also use an alcohol wipe or cotton ball with rubbing alcohol on it. I also add in a cuticle nipper to help cut my cuticles. And what you're going to see me use today is I'm going to substitute some tools from our deluxe toolkit. This is our deluxe toolkit. Comes in this nice leather case. We've got all of these great essentials. My favorite product in this kit is actually this metal cuticle pusher right here. You can get this in the kit, or if you like it, you can buy this separately for $10. I'm going to use this guy instead of the purple one that comes in the basic bundle. This one is a little bit stronger, and it's going to help me cut through that invisible cuticle on my nail, which is going to increase the longevity of my wraps. And with this, I'm also going to be using our cuticle remover pen. The cuticle remover pen has a product that you just paint onto your cuticles and let sit for a few minutes, and then push your cuticles back, and it literally removes the cuticle from your nail altogether, so you get the longest wear out of your wraps. Now, we mentioned the heater. If you don't have a heater, that's okay. You can use your hair dryer, but be really careful. Make sure you set your hair dryer on a lower setting so it's not blowing so strong. I've heard people getting their wraps blown across the room and stuck to walls. So just be really careful with that. But really, this Jamberry heater is worth its weight in gold because it's so quiet and it's so easy to use, and I'm going to show you how in just a second. Step 1 for proper application is to clean and prep your nails. At this point, you want to clip your nails, file and shape them however you want, remove the dirt underneath them if you have any, and you want to push back your cuticles. Ideally, you want to completely remove your cuticle, and if you need to, go ahead and cut it. The best way to get your Jamberries to stick for a long time is to make sure that your wrap is not stuck to any part of your skin, and that includes the cuticle and the little invisible cuticle under here. So I'm going to start by applying the cuticle remover pen to my cuticles. Now that cuticle remover solution has sat on my cuticles for a few minutes, I'm ready to start pushing back my cuticles. And again, I'm using the metal cuticle spoon from the deluxe nail kit. Okay, now that you've pushed back your cuticles, if you need to or if you want to, you can go in and cut any of that extra cuticle off, just to make sure that you get all that skin away. The next step is to clean underneath your nails. And clip and file them to shape them the way that you want. If you don't need to clip or file, then you can file them on the application if you like the length that they are. Once your nails are cleaned, shaped, and filed to the desired length that you like, the next step is to go wash your hands with dish soap. When you wash, you want to scrub really well, especially concentrating on the nails themselves. Washing with the dish soap is a very important step. Don't forget to do this. The dish soap has properties that help break down the oils in your hands, skin, and nails. So definitely want to do that. The more oil you can remove from your nails, the longer your wraps are going to last. Okay, we're almost ready to apply. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my heater. You're going to hear how quiet it is. Super quiet. You can hear it a little bit. Okay, while that's getting heated up, I'm going to go ahead and finish my final prep. Next thing you want to do is take this white buffing block from your basic bundle kit or application kit, and you're just going to give a little buff to each nail. You're just putting little tiny micro scratches into the surface of the nail. You're not taking off whole layers or anything. The micro scratches are going to give more surface area for the adhesive on the wrap to stick. Once you've buffed little scratches into your nails, the last step before you apply is to wipe the nails with a nail prep wipe. If you don't have that, you can also use an alcohol wipe. You want to just make sure that you give every nail a very good wipe. That's going to further remove any remaining oil residue that you have on your nail. Okay, now your nails are completely prepped and ready for application. So now you're going to start choosing your wraps. Now I do have these really pretty florals sitting here, which I would totally normally wear because I love super vibrant, super fun nails, and I love a mixed mani. But I have a really important meeting this week, so unfortunately I have to go with something a little more conservative. So for those of you who like to be more tame in your nail art, we do have French tips that are absolutely beautiful, and that's what I'm going to wear this week. So what you want to do first is you want to size your nails. It's really important to get a great size. You always want to size down when in doubt. Your wrap should at no point ever touch any part of your skin. Not your cuticle, not the skin on the sides of your nails. You want there to be a tiny little sliver of nail all the way around the wrap. That way the wrap is only on the nail itself. So you can take this and just kind of figure out which one's going to go where. I generally wear the smallest one on my pinky, and then the next one on my ring finger. The next one usually goes on my pointer, and then I go to my middle finger, and then I have to skip over down to the third largest wrap for my thumb. So that's a really good sizing for me, and that's the sizing that works for almost 97% of people. So that's probably going to work for you. Okay, now that I know what sizes I'm going to wear, I'm going to go in and start getting ready to put on my first wrap. So I just reach my scissors underneath that wrap about midway down, and I'm going to cut it in half. Because one sticker is enough for 2 nails. And to make things easier, I'll go ahead and cut the rest of the wraps that I'm going to wear. I'm going to wait and do the thumb at the end. Okay, you never, ever, ever want to touch the backs of these wraps with your hands. Remember, oil is the enemy to the adhesive that's on these wraps. So you have oil in your fingers even though you've just washed and done, so you don't want to touch it. You're going to use your wood stick to remove the wrap from the plastic backing. So just pick it up like that. Okay. Now, you're going to lay this wrap on your finger. You don't press it down really, just lay it and double check to make sure that you have the sides lined up and that at no point is it touching any skin whatsoever. The great thing about the cold application method is that if you don't like the placement, pull it off and redo it. Don't press it down yet. So 1, 2, 3 cold application means you put it on cold and now you're going to pass it in front of your little mini heater 3 times. The first time I'm going to heat it, I'm focusing on the center of the nail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds or so. Now you're going to take your thumb and you're going to push straight up the center. Just attach the center. Don't go on the sides yet. Now here's the second pass. You put one side of your finger in front of the heater. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you're going to take your thumb and you're going to make a J shape around that out, pushing that extra wrap up and out to get rid of any wrinkles that you might have in the wrap. Now you're ready for the third pass, the other side. 1, 2, 3. And again, that J shape around, up, and out. Now for good measure, I press it down really good and hard. Our wraps are definitely heat, but also pressure activated. So I want to make sure I get a good application. And I'll heat it just once more for a few seconds just to make sure I'm good. Now the fun part, we have to get this excess off. So we're going to do that using our Jamberry file. And you want to file at a 90-degree angle, like straight down. And then your nail and the file is essentially going to cut that excess. And this is what I was saying, you can kind of shape it and then that excess just comes right off. And now it's on really good. I'm going to stick it one more time in the heat and I'm just going to press right at that top where we just filed it off to make sure that it's good. And that is it. That wrap is on and I've got my little French mani. Now I just have to do the other fingers. Okay, now I'm going to show you my trick for my thumb. My thumb is not completely flat, or is not curved on the bottom. It's very straight. So I like to cut the edge of the thumb just a little bit so it fits more naturally. I just cut a little teeny tiny sliver off and give it a more straight edge since my thumb is not curved on the bottom. And now you apply it like normal. And that's it. All of my wraps are on. That was super easy. One last special tip. If you have little rough edges from where you filed off, you can take your buffer block and just smooth out those edges. And again, remember, it's really important that you don't let the wrap touch your skin whatsoever. You should have a little sliver of nail all the way around. It's a little hard for you to tell with these French tips, but look. You can see there's a little tiny sliver on both sides of the nail where the wrap doesn't touch. So it's only on my nail and not on my skin. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.